The fact of the matter is, whether you've been in network marketing for years or just a few days, your family and friends have seen your opportunity and your phone is, as we call it, burnt. If you're anything like me, that's a scary thought. So the big question is, how do entrepreneurs like us, who love the network marketing profession, who no longer want to be that guy, and are tired of convincing people during uncomfortable let's get coffee meetings where they say, what's this all about? How do we market in a way that aligns us with our dream clients and expands our network of upfront and transparent professionals, allowing us to get our time back, our families back, and gain a real passive asset? People like us who value impact over income, we deserve to see our visions once and for all. Join me in this podcast where we'll uncover just how to do that. My name is Eric Sablon. Welcome to Burnt Phone Marketing. What's going on, guys? Eric Sablon here with Burnt Phone Marketing, and I am super excited. I've got one of the coolest cats that we kind of ran through on the internet. We kind of got together on the internet, which is weird. I always tell people, don't sleep on the internet because it's where you can find some deep, good connections all the time. So Christain has actually been, he's a creator. He's a DJ. He's created a website a while back that basically creates music and kind of distributes music. He's a network marketer, he's a sales professional, and he's a second generation network marketer. And this is the second time I've had a second generation network marketer. So guys, listen, the goal for network marketing is to leave an inheritance to its children's children, right? That's the goal that we pitch to everybody. So this right here is the true testament of somebody that's seen the industry from the beginning, been brought up in the industry, and literally has taken the industry by storm. So guys, please welcome Christain Alva to the show, guys.
I always wanted to clap for myself because sometimes, you don't get that round of applause. But thank you, Eric. Really appreciate being here. Just super excited. I'm super pumped. I listened to several of your podcasts already from this Burnt Phone Marketing program, and I love the different flavors that it brings.
That's my goal with the program, is to help network marketers and small business owners and real brick and mortars understand that the concepts of business are the same. And if you take that information to each business, you can grow it, because everybody needs three things in business. They need more leads, they need more sales, and they need to control expenses. And if you can do that, you have a thriving business. So I'm just going to kind of jump out at the beginning. And I know we talked a little bit beforehand, but tell me a little about your backstory and how you were exposed to network marketing the first time. I literally said that you are second generation, so you kind of grew up with it. So if you have a story from, back in the day when we were doing, home parties or whatever, go ahead and jump back to one of those. But how are you, a little backstory about yourself so the audience can understand who you are and where you come from.
Sure, no problem. So currently right now, everything in my life is great. I'm an affiliate marketer, network marketer, course creator, offline and online marketing consultant. Since coming online and finding this industry, it has totally grew me as a person. But it wasn't always like that. Okay. If it wasn't for my sister and the firemen and the paramedics that came busting through my door while I was gasping for air while calling 911, I wouldn't be here right now to be on this podcast, be on this interview, and really bring, value and my experience to the marketplace. And I'm saying this just because, if someone that's listening to this is in the same boat, or they're not where they want to be, or they're down at the bottom of the well looking up, trying to find that light, you can make it too. It's just the determination. You got to figure out that determination and make a choice to say, I want to get out of this, like I did, right? And turn your life around. And you can do that too. I'm not anybody special. I don't have any superpowers. I wasn't born with that. If anything, I was just born with an entrepreneurial DNA, if you will. I was selling anything I could get my hands on back in the day when I was in middle school, even elementary school. Candy, comic books, stickers, anything that was unique. Crystal clear Pepsi that was being Like I would just try to make money. I had this thing, it was like a game to me. It wasn't even about making money. Like, I mean, we were at the time, like my family was poor, but it wasn't like, oh, I need this money or else I can't eat. It was more like a game to me. And it was really crazy because I figured out at that time that, and I didn't know like what I know now, obviously, about marketing, things like that. But what I did realize was, now that I look back at it, was if I had the right product in front of the right crowd, it would sell like easy. It was like what we call nowadays an irresistible offer, right? And I did that in different ways, whether it was candy or comic books or crystal clear Pepsis, just or stickers. It was like I was even selling freaking pomegranates, bro, because kids thought they were cool. Someone brought one to school and was like eating it, and it was like, you know, this weird kind of color, and it looked cool. And all these other kids, what was like that? And I'm like, dude, how can you get pomegranates? And I'm selling like, dude, just anything, right? And so I realized at that time, like if you put the right offer in front of the right traffic or the right people, like it'll sell. And you really don't need to really do that much work, or you don't need to be that persuasive or anything like that. And so one of the things I learned too, that I really want to share, that I believe a lot of people don't understand, is like, you need really like 5 things. Like if you're going to sell stuff, especially online, like you need the mindset, you need an offer, and you need to make that offer irresistible. You need to have like a process or a funnel wrapped around that. You need to have like entertainment, or what I call infotainment, like being able to educate and entertain those people while they're in that offer or on an email list or whatever. And on top of that, you need the eyeballs, you need the traffic to see it, to make it real, and then add gasoline on that to really scale it. You have all those things, and you're going to really, really make it and make a change in your life. Network marketing, I was exposed at a very young age. My parents were in network marketing, old school, home meetings, had products in the house, all those kinds of things. But when I was 18, that was when I got my first network marketing company. But I was in it for like, I'm not going to say all the wrong reasons, but I was in it for money. And like when you start looking at things, at least myself now, I'm looking at it like, I don't need to make money. I want to have people make a change in their life. Like if we can do that, then money follows just naturally. So when I was in my first network marketing company, I was basically chasing money or trying to make money, right? I was recruiting friends and family, and did pretty well. I mean, I never got like, super high in that company or anything like that, but I was this 18-year-old kid, way back in the day before the internet was really existed, like, making all this money for network marketing, right? So from there, what happened was I got out of that company, joined another one, all those kinds of things, and the natural kind of progression, burn out my list, of friends and family, found another company that I was passionate about. In fact, that was the original company my parents were in, because I liked the products. And I thought that was like the golden ticket. Let me fall in love with the products, and I'll, make magic happen. And while that is definitely true for a lot of people, and that does work, it just didn't work for me, because it felt like I was always just trying to push product on people. And really what I should have been doing, now that I've learned from my mentors and things like that, was if I can excite a change in somebody else, that's when they're really going to grasp, onto more importantly, me, as opposed to the company. Because Eric, at the end of the day, people buy into you and they don't buy into the company. They buy into leadership, right? And so if they buy into leadership, they'll always be with you for like a really, really long time, sometimes forever. Like some of my mentors, I bought like all of their products, and we're not talking like network marketing stuff, their information products. I bought all their products because they're the leaders that I wanted to follow, that I knew could, get me to the finish line.
Yeah, success leaves, no. Success leaves clues. And I love what you talked about. You talked about the 5 things, get your mind right. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't think about. Is like, you have to be an entrepreneur mindset. You have to have that mindset and create an irresistible offer. That's huge because most people think that their network marketing is the end all be all of this. And it's not really. It's the process and it's the offer, and then a process that can fill on what you're selling. Infotainment, I love what you said there, because as you become the attractive character, as you become the person that's the speaker, the person that's the leader that you're trying to develop, people start to follow you. You build a small following. I mean, think about it. There's influence on Instagram. There's influencers on social media that all we do is follow them because what? Because they're on TV? And think about that. If you can create that little audience, one of my mentors, Russell Brunson, says all you need is 1,000 raving fans to make a huge difference in your life, because you're making a difference in 1,000 people's life. And I love what you said. You said you don't have to if you fall in love with the products. And what we found is when you fall in love with the products, we start to go into what's called technobabble. Like all of a sudden it's like we're talking about how this ingredient does this and it does that, it does that. People want this payoff. They don't want the process. They want the payoff. They want exactly what's going to solve their problem. And then I like what you said, because when you're going after it for money and you have money in mind all the time, whatever you pursue eludes you. I learned that a long time ago. If you pursue money, if you pursue success, if you pursue something, it eludes you. That doesn't mean don't do it. That doesn't mean don't take the steps to get there. But if you're pursuing something, it's going to elude you. And then, like you said, the more people you help, the better things are going to be. So, if you can help enough people get what they want, you're going to have everything that you want. So, man, your backstory is awesome. So I'm going to jump into the second question. We talked about network marketers, we talked about marketers, and affiliate marketers. So I'm going to actually just shift this one a little bit, because of what we were talking about before. In your business, what does your ideal affiliate look like? So let me. So affiliate marketing is basically you're selling somebody else's product. It's almost like network marketing, but just for the audience, I want to explain that affiliates basically go out and they're salespeople for somebody else's product. So you can create an affiliate army, and the question is, Christian, what does your dream affiliate, not a customer, not anything like that, what does your dream affiliate look like? And guys, dig deep into this, because if you find your dream affiliate, that is literally your dream network marketer.
Yeah, so let me answer that like this then. At the end of the day, I'm gonna answer this kind of like backwards. At the end of the day, like if you have this idea, okay, for a product or an affiliate product, an info course, even it's your network marketing company, right? Like if we're talking like, the term affiliate could be very loosely used. Like affiliate could be, like you're saying, like your network marketing downline or your network marketing team, right? But in any case, let's just think of it as a person that believes in what you're doing, okay? And if you have this idea, this product, this network marketing company or opportunity, your affiliates, like what you can do as just a one person can be really amazing, right? But if you can get like an affiliate army or people that believe in what you're doing, it's like a magnifying glass on what you're doing that can really expand and become like a big exponential thing. And that's really the power of an affiliate army or an affiliate base or a network marketing team, is like, and write this down, the fastest way to make money is to have other people make it for you. The fastest way to make money is to have other people make it for you. The trick is in network marketing is to be able to have your team or your affiliates duplicate or do the same thing that you can do, or do it in a way that makes sense to them but still creates results. And to me, the perfect like person on my team, or the perfect affiliate, the perfect partner, is really the person that just I vibe with, right? This is like, to me, here's like, to me, like my perfect like person, affiliate partner, referral partner, whatever you want to call it, is someone that they don't want to watch, like they feel guilty watching Netflix because they're like, oh man, I could be working my business right now. And or it's like someone like, they're constantly like me, here's what I do. Like during each part of the day, I'm like thinking like, what can I squeeze in right now to where I could be like doing, like accomplishing more stuff. And I'm not saying like I'm like trying to overburden myself. What I'm saying is like, okay, if I'm gonna go walking for an hour and exercise, which is what is my MO, what I have planned every day to clear my mind and make my body, better. What can I also be doing while taking that walk?
Mm.
I could be listening to a podcast. I could be recording a video. I could be recording an audio. Heck, I could be recording a podcast. I could be doing something. I could be maximizing my time. Okay. So these are like the type of people that I want to vibe with, that I want to roll with, that I want on my team. Because to me, like Eric, if I could duplicate myself, I would. Right.
Exactly. Yes.
But I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're exactly there yet. Robotically maybe, but like, the mind is a whole different thing. So to me, it's like, if I can roll with the people, if I could vibe with the people that are exactly like that, that's what I want. And the way we do that is with, putting out content, was putting out videos and audios and things of that nature that attract the right person to us, so that they become a referral partner, so they become an affiliate, so they become a person or a downline. Like that's to me what it is. And to me, like when I said that whole guilty thing, like how, like that, I know that resonates with a lot of people, because if you're really in the business game, right? And you're focused, you're like 100%, scratch that, you're 1,000,000% committed. You are truly going to feel guilty if you're watching Netflix when you know you should be doing something way better than that, like working on your business.
I 100% agree with that because so the other day, just a quick story. The other day, I was watching something on TV, and I was like, I could be building something. I could be doing something. So I literally got up, just hit record, so I could literally watch it later, super quick. But I hit record. I got in. I jumped in the office, and I banged out 3 things. It's funny how you feel that, and it's guilt. You feel that guilt because you could be doing so much more. And the funny thing about this is, if you listen to the last podcast that I did with Michael Baddorf, he said, God, what did he say? He said he feels, he feels guilty when he's doing, when he's doing other things. There's so much work that he could be doing. And then one thing that way back, Justin Prince said, and I like what you said, you produce content for people to be attractive. And what Justin said, his biggest nugget that he said in his podcast, and that was from a while ago, but I think it's podcast, anywhere, just search Justin Prince on the podcast. But he said, be a producer, not a consumer of content, and you will
Yeah.
attract more people. So, I mean, that was a huge one. So those are some huge nuggets. Pockets of your day. Guys, just think about that. Pockets of your day. You don't have to schedule out everything. I mean, I would. That's how I am. I schedule everything out. But just be focused on the business more than you think that more than anything. And the business will consume you. You will have family time, but the business will consume you. We were just talking, Christian and I were talking, and on a drive, on a walk, on whatever, we're always thinking some sort of technical thing that can make the system work a little bit better, or what we're doing work a little bit better. So, I mean, we're always into it. So those are some good nuggets. I'm going to go to the next one. You've been in the industry for a long time. You've been in the industry for decades. And I just want to kind of ask everybody that's like, so a person that's like just getting ready to sign up for network marketing, just getting ready to sign up for affiliate marketing, Um, what would be the one tip that you would give that person that you would have told yourself before you signed up for network marketing, before you signed up for affiliate marketing? What would be that one tip that you would have given yourself that you feel would have increased the speed of your business today?
So I call it selling free, but before I get into the whole selling free thing, like I'll kind of say what's one of the key components to selling free. So, and I'll give you the little backdrop for the people that are listening that don't know. Selling free is how to get people into your world by selling freely. In other words, no money, transacts. Like, and I use this example in my course content is, there's the person at Sam's Club or Costco or the market that has the free sample, right? It's the cookie. If that person can't give away that free cookie, how are they going to sell the package of cookies down the aisle, right? Of course, they might sell themselves, but wouldn't you think it's going to increase the chance of someone buying that package of cookies if they can taste it first for free, right? Or in internet marketing, it's, okay, how do I get people to opt in into my list, right? Because the motto of selling free is if you can't sell free, you can't sell paid, right? If you can't give away the free cookie, how do you expect to sell the package of cookies, right? But one of the things, if I knew that I wish I would have been taught from the very first company I ever joined was not only that, but more so like how to have conversations with people that turn into appointments and appointments that turn into signups and sales. Because like what a lot of people like, they just want the signups and the sales. That's what they want. But they don't understand like how to really get there. Okay. They understand like, okay, I got to talk to like people, right? But if they look at it at stages, if they reverse engineer it and they're like, okay, why am I not getting signups and sales? Well, it's because I don't have appointments. Why don't you have appointments? Because I'm not talking to anybody, or I'm talking to very few people, right? And so where selling free comes into this is you got to sell free. You got to sell people into a conversation first. And from that, from selling people into conversation, you got to then sell them into the appointment. And again, these are all what we call like free transactions, right? And you get someone to the appointment, and the appointment could be your presentation, Eric. It could be your meeting. It could be the home meeting. It could be the local, company sponsored meeting or conference or whatever that is. It could be a webinar, all these types of things. But it all starts with the conversations. So, which, really is not that really hard. Like if you figure out just some foundational base stuff, like you can make 6 figures easy just by what I'm telling you. You don't need to be a communication expert. You don't need to have like crazy closing skills. Like, if we want to take it back to old school network marketing, where the model was get people to the meeting, get people in the chair, right? And then let your upline or let the person hosting the meeting basically close them, right? That was the model. So basically, like if you think about it, I kind of like refer to it now as like network marketing 2.0. Maybe we're past 2.0 by now, but the new, we'll call it social media marketing or social media network marketing or internet marketing, however you want to word that, is like get into conversations, whether that's with people on Facebook, people on Instagram, get into a conversation. Figure out the pivot point where the pain is that they have, and then invite them to like set an appointment or invite them to a presentation or a meeting. And from there, let your upline or your presentation do the work and then close them. And here's the really cool thing about what I'm saying is like, this can be used for like, if you're a person that's really just like the opportunity person, like the biz, like I'm just trying to sell people like to make money in this company, you can use this. If you're doing this for like, you want to sell, like, let's say you're in a diet company and they have shakes or supplements or whatever, you could do this too. And I'll give you an example. Let's say you're like talking to somebody online, or maybe it's one of your friends or family, it doesn't matter. and you're talking to them, and you, what your end goal is you want to sell them this diet system or this shake. Well, just find out if they really need it. Ask, when you're talking to them and they're like, oh, I'm always tired, or, my wife thinks I'm overweight, or if you're, the woman's like, I'm just, I'm not happy with my body. That is like the sign to say, hey, you're probably not interested. But who do you know that wants to lose 10 to 20 pounds in the next 3 to 6 months by this new weight loss program? I'm looking to work with people locally. Do you know anybody? And they're like, well, I am.
Yeah.
Great. Well, and then they're like, well, tell me more. I can't tell you anymore right now. I'm really busy, but how would you like to see this new diet plan presentation? Or how would you like to like talk to a health and wellness expert, which is your upline, right? Like, it's not hard. So bring this back, Eric, is if I would have had from the beginning, and if someone's brand new, this is what I say to all my people. Like, you need to learn the foundational skills. Selling free. Like, you can sell people into conversation first, and then sell people into the appointment, then let the other stuff, like, take its course. Let your upline, let the presentation do its work. That way you don't have to be a master closer if you're not there yet. And once you are there, then obviously the thing even works better. But really selling free, and how to get into conversations, and then how to move those conversations to appointments. You master those things just as a newbie, you could be a six-figure earner as long as you take action.
So I love what you said about that. You said that, everybody, like, I read the book Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone, and literally everything that you're doing, you're selling. You're selling the appointment. You're selling and the problem is so many people have a problem with selling. They don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. So just remember that if you have a problem with selling, just think about this. You don't like to be sold, but you love to buy. So you're not selling them the appointment, they're buying the appointment. I mean,
Yeah.
and a lot of that is just mental. You just got to think about it in a mental way that you can justify it. So, I mean, like you said, the appointment, the presentation, every little thing that you're doing, and he's selling free. So he has a really cool course, and I'm actually going to put it in so you guys will be able to find him. It'll be at www.burntfulmarketing.com/Christian, and I'll put it in the show notes for you guys, so you'll be able to link to Christian, and then you'll be able to check out his Selling for Free Facebook course. So it's a sick course. It's awesome. It's quick, but it really breaks down the reasons why selling for free is so important in all business. In life itself, you're selling everything. You're selling every day. Just so you know, you're selling your wife to go have, if she wants Italian and you want steak, you're selling steak. Trust me, you're selling that. So selling for free is such a huge thing. And then one thing that he talked about is he talked about the list, and most of you guys are marketers. So I just want to kind of explain some of maybe the new person. So the list is the list that you create. It's the only thing that you own on the internet. Is your list. It's your people. It's your contacts. It's the people that you can reach out to that may or may not buy from you. And it's not your friends and family. It's actually a list that you build. And they say if you build a list monthly, if you're marketing monthly, you should be able to make $1 per name on that list every single month residually. So just remember, if your list is 50, you're probably making $50 a month. If your list is 10,000, you're probably making $10,000 a month. Just know that the list is the most important thing that you can build. So, man, this is great. So we kind of went what you're working on, where the audience can find you. I'm actually going to just go right into the last question that we always do. And I want you to do this one. So here's the layout. 100,000 people on a stage. You're on the stage. You're closing it out. You keynoted it. And I know you've been a DJ, so you've been in those big stages where there's a lot of people there. So you're leaving the stage. You, biggest network marketing company, biggest whatever speech you're giving, and there's just tons of people. Your uplines, all of the people that you really respect are in the audience. What's the one thing? What's the one phrase? What's the one word? What's the one mic drop phrase that explains that you want everyone to leave with after they get done with your keynote? What is that one thing? They're walking to the door, they're turning around. All they can think about is this one thing. What is it?
That's a good question. I want to answer. I know you want one phrase, but I believe this will do your community a lot better. There again, when I go back in time, like life for me wasn't always like this. There was days I would wake up and be in fear, and the reason why was because I would have to like grab my phone. Actually, I didn't have an app at the time, but I would log in on my computer to check my bank account, right? Because I was living in this fear that I didn't have enough money, or how I was going to make it, or how I was going to eat, or whatever. And I woke up one day, logged in, and maybe for you that's chase.com or bofa.com or whatever it might be. But I woke up, logged in, and like my heart like literally like dropped, like skipped a beat, felt like. I was like negative $136.77. And all I could think was like, even if I get $150 and put it in the bank, it's going to be eaten up. I'm going to have like $14 left. Like, what am I going to do with that? And I have gas and I have all these types of things. And how shitty, I hope I can cuss here slightly. How shitty is it to live a life like that? To go to sleep like thinking like, oh shit, like in the morning I got to check my bank account because I don't know what's going to happen. How shitty is that to live a life like that, right? And so if I can leave you with anything, if I can leave your listeners with anything, it's learn how to sell free. Because I tell all my team members, all my people, like, you learn how to sell free, it's going to change your life. Because it changed for me. Because I went from like thinking this is something you brought up was really important. How you said, like about people buying into the appointment or buying into the conversation. The whole reason I created the Selling Free Challenge course and the term selling free was because I wanted to get rid of that resistance of people feeling like it's icky to have to sell something. That's why the motto is, if you can't sell free, how are you going to sell paid? You become a professional at selling free, you're going to be a professional at selling paid. And it will change your life. It'll get you from a negative bank account like me to doing, way, 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 way better and not having to worry about things like that. So mic drop term, Eric, if you will, is if you can't sell free, how are you going to sell paid?
And that's huge. That's huge. That's a big deal. Like, if you can't sell free, you can't sell paid. Guys, just think about that. Think about what he's saying. Is like, that's just the huge mic drop, man. I'm just gonna close it on that because that was a home run saying. So guys, just remember, always listen to the outro because I always give something away for free. I'm gonna put Christian's information in the show notes. So always remember to jump on the show notes. Again, www.burnfulmarketing.com/Christian, and we will get you a access to his Facebook challenge. So guys, Christian, thank you so much for jumping on. Appreciate it. And again, any last words?
You're welcome, brother. Just look, none of this matters, guys and gals. None of this matters unless you take action on what you're hearing and what you see, all the courses you have on your computer, or just waiting like for you to take action. Like I did that for a very long time. So I'm not this magic person that just, overnight changed my life. Like, I was probably just like a lot of you. Like, I bought course after course after course in different opportunity. And it wasn't really until I took action consistently, that's when things really changed. So take action consistently, you're going to start seeing some results, and the results will give you momentum, and the momentum could lead to just tons of just success in your life. And I'm not even talking about money. I'm just talking about, relationships, wealth. And wealth is not just money, it's a bunch of different things, but, it'll just make your life better. So just take consistent action, because that's how you get stuff done.
That's true. Action cures everything. So guys, again, listen to the full outro. Thanks a lot, Christian. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys on the next episode of Burnt Phone Marketing Radio. Talk to you guys soon. So what do you do for work? The question we as network marketers get all the time. And we know that we should be prepared for explaining network marketing to a stranger. The last thing you want to do is ruin it with the vibe of your pyramid thing, right? I get it. I've been there more than I wish to admit. Until I found this, a free way to make an elevator pitch into a super easy sentence to say. The perfect way to answer the dreaded, so what do you do for a living? It's super simple, and it asks you 4 questions in less than 3 minutes, and it'll spit out an amazing headline for you. So all you have to do is go to www.unlocktheheadlinemachine.com/free. That's www.unlocktheheadlinemachine.com/free. So take our free offer and enjoy your new headline.